up, run it up, run it up. Got this bitch jumping like double dutch. Third coast flow with the double cup. Kid so dope, bout to bubble up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Got this bitch jumping like double dutch. Third coast flow with the double cup. Kid so dope, bout to bubble up.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ashley. I am back again. Same shirt, same day, different video. You gonna get that. So we're gonna talk about cleaning brushes. Jesus, fix it. It is essential. Whether you know it or not, you have bacteria in your face. When you wash it and go outside, you're gonna get some bacteria on your face. I see a lot of y'all using antibacterial soap. Cool, but it's not getting in there. So here we go. I have some products sitting up here that you can easily access. So we have 91% alcohol. This is more so for a person that does not do other people. So if you are just doing makeup on your face, and you in between brush cleaning, you can use 91% alcohol. When I was in school, we had 99% alcohol, but that's medical grade, so you can't get that on the shelf. We also have ginger shampoo, ginger, peppermint, tea tree. Those are all antifungal. And you have to think, if they are gentle and cleansing on your hair, they're also going to be gentle and cleansing on your brushes. Let's be clear, you got to put these brushes on your face. So you want them to be soft and you want them to be clean. Conditioner. I do use conditioner because I want my bristles to maintain their softness. Alcohol is an astringent, so it's going to strip moisture out of my brushes. I want to continue to have my bristles soft and moistened to a point to where it still feels good and it feels nice when this brush goes across my face. This is Barbicide. This is not on the shelf. I ain't gonna tell you where I got this from. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put this to the side. You ain't see that. So here we go. Oh, I forgot. Olive oil. This is a wonderful way to keep moisture in your brushes. I only got a little bit because I don't want to saturate my brush with the olive oil, and we'll go through that process. I also have a brush cleaner from Michaels. Genuinely, that is for painting brushes, but I find that it cleans my brushes a little bit better depending on what the product is in it. And then again, I'll put the moisture back with the conditioner or olive oil. So here we go. Now, for the person that is just doing their face, you don't have clients, it's just your face, and you are in between brushes. This is my trusty mud brush that I got when I was in Bellis. This is a wonderful brush that I use to contour, to put blush on. It is phenomenal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my 91% alcohol and I'm going to put it on this piece of paper towel. You can use a rag. It don't matter what you use. I just want you to use something. Now you see the head of this brush. It is very caked with product. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to swish it around. See how that color coming off? Won't he do it? Boom. Right? And you keep doing that until it gets to the point where you like, okay, I trust that my brush is clean enough to go back on my face. And it's not gonna always come off in one swish. You might have to put this to the side and get another piece of paper towel. That's fine. Everything is not always gonna be one stop, one shot, one kill. You would like it to be, but it's not. So I still have product on my brush from what the alcohol is telling me, right? And it's gotten just a little bit more cleaner. I'm gonna keep going until I see little to nothing on my brush. This is not gonna deep clean. This is just for you, you know, if you're doing makeup and you like, dang, I need this brush, but it's full of Film Noir contour powder by MAC, and I need to use it for a blush from Anastasia. I gotta clean it off. So this is what we have after we clean it off with the alcohol. And if you want to make sure that it is dry, you just get another piece of paper towel and swish it around and make sure that it's dry. And you might see some more product come off, and that's fine. But this is a quick way to get it off. Again, for someone who is just doing makeup on themselves. And for the most part, it's dry. It's gonna have a little bit of dampness because you just rolled it around 5,100 times in alcohol. Okay. So now that we did that, you know, we have to put the moisture back in there. So what I'm going to do is this olive oil, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna dip my finger in it, clean fingers, of course, dip my finger in it, and I'm gonna put, that's not even a dime, it's just a finger tap. You don't wanna overly saturate your brush with this moisturizer, because then it'll make not only your products muddy, but when you put it on your face, it's just gonna be streaky, it's not gonna apply well. So that's, you know, I'm gonna rub it around, thin it out. If you do not know, natural body heat is a wonderful way to disperse products. Now you see how thin that is? So I have it to where there's a thin layer on my hand and I could just roll it around where I'm comfortable enough to like, okay, that's a good saturation point. And then if I want to dab it or swish it around in a paper towel, I can do that. And then I can place that to the side. And you have just cleaned the brush to the point where you can put it back on your face. Let that sit for a little bit. Let the oil kind of, even if you want to hold it up just for a second, because here's the thing about bacteria. The more you use it and the more you don't clean it, the deeper down it goes into your brush. And so when you are putting your makeup on and you get to a point where you're seeing bumps on your face, that's probably because your brush is not clean. So we need to clean it, even if it is, like I say, in between deep cleaners, at least take the 91% alcohol, don't matter what brand. You can even do 70%, although it's not gonna do as much as 91%. Doesn't matter what brand it is, just get some alcohol and clean that off before you put it back on your face. Yes, it is your face, but again, our skin has bacteria in it. We go outside, there's pollutants. That's the word. I'm country, don't come for me. It's pollutants outside, so naturally they're gonna adhere to your skin and you need to clean that stuff off. So there's that. And we wanna do it one more time, just for the people in the back and the ones even in the front that's saying, yeah, whatever. This is for y'all. Let's take a eyeshadow brush, right? My blending brush, Morphe blending brush, M443. I'm gonna put some eyeshadow on, probably my what you call it? Transitional shade. Rub it around. Rub it around. There's still some on there. Whether you see it, I can see it. It's still some on there. So I'm gonna fold that over, clean it again. See if it's getting to a point where I think it could be cleaner. I'm gonna set that to the side, get another one. Swirl it around some more. Okay, now I see there's not a lot of product coming off my brush, right? So I'm gonna set that one to the side and I'm gonna get another one and I'm gonna dry my brush off. Okay, now I'm gonna feel it. It's a little damp, but that's okay. And then for the ones that don't want to put the oil on their hands, that's fine. You can take it and take your olive oil, dab it in the brush. Dab it in the, Lord have mercy. Take my paper towel, dab it in the bowl. And if we want to just roll that around on a paper towel, because you're not going to pick up so much on a paper towel. And then you can take another section and, you know, kind of disperse it in the bristles, but also allow it not to overly saturate your brush. You don't have to use olive oil. You can use tea tree oil. You can use lavender oil, something that's soothing to the skin. You can use peppermint oil, whatever you feel is best. Again, you can use conditioner, and we'll get to that in a minute. Whatever you feel is best. You just need to put moisture back into your brush after you use an astringent. So we are going to break real quick, and I'm going to situate myself at my kitchen sink so we can do a more deep clean on our brush babies. Be right back. Okay, welcome back everybody. So here's part 2 to the first part of the brush cleaning. Some items that we have. I have my trusty Sigma brush cleaning pad. I also have the tea tree conditioner. I got this off of Amazon. I'm not promoting this specific brand. I'm just telling you where I purchased it at. I also have my ginger shampoo, which is the antibacterial, antifungal. I have my conditioner, my tea tree conditioner, in a warm bowl of water. And it's fine if the conditioner is settling at the top. That's not a problem, because what we're going to do, it will dissolve in the bristles. And I also have all-purpose Clorox cleaner. The reason why I have this is because it ain't no point in just cleaning your brushes if you're not going to clean your handle. Well, most of the bacteria is as well. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to set my temperature to not too hot, like a lukewarm, because I'm not trying to dry out my brushes too much. And you don't have to have the pressure up so much. I mean, you can do whatever pressure works for you, but I like to not have my water splashing around all over the place, and it creates more work for me. Now here's what I do. I take my shampoo and I put it directly on my brush cleaning pad, because it just makes it easier for me, and I don't have to continuously put it on my bristles. So I have, the brushes that I have are a foundation brush, blush brush, a all over powder brush. I have a eyeshadow, blending eyeshadow brush, a concealer brush, which I use for multiple reasons, and also a flat eyeshadow brush, and the ever so cumbersome sponge. I'm gonna try to clean this the way that I clean it. If anybody is privy to a better way to clean it, baby, honey, sugar pie, let me know, because that thing be working me, okay? So we're gonna start out with, I'm gonna start out with the blush brush. I'm gonna wet it, of course, and I'm gonna swish it around. Rinse it off. And here's the thing about cleaning your brushes. You wanna pinch and pull, but not pull so much to where you're separating the head of your bristles from the base of your brush, because that has happened to me quite a lot, where I put too much pressure on the bristles and it separates from the brush. I'm gonna swish it around again because I don't feel like it's clean enough for me. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. You see how I'm turning it and pinching it? Turning and pinching. I'm not grabbing from down here. I'm pinching from the top. Because when you hold it down, the water is going to naturally fall to the top of the brush. So that way you can squeeze the excess out of the top of the brush instead of the base. And if you see soap, see how there's soap on my finger? That means I just need to rinse it a little bit more. Okay. And we'll speed up the rest of this video so y'all can see the process. It won't be so tedious in length. Okay, so now for my sponge, instead of doing it at an angle, I lay it flat, and I'll show y'all why. And when I tell you Miss Thing be working me, woo child, she be working me. I get my antibacterial, and sometimes I'll even get palm olive and mix a little bit in there because it's supposed to cut grease, and I know some foundations are oily, so I'll try to get really into the sponge with the palm olive while also using an antifungal, antibacterial soap, because this sponge thing, child, Lord help. Okay, so I just roll it around, and you can see all the foundation that comes out of it. Foundation, highlighter, concealer, contour, whatever is on here, and it gets it to a degree, but as you can see, it's still product in there. And this is one of them things where you just gotta keep doing it, unless you just want to cut away at the sponge to get to the parts that's not saturated with foundation or anything else, because this is gonna take a minute. So this part of the video will definitely be sped up, because yeah, this ain't no one and done type thing. Now that's better, it's definitely better, but there's still product down in the sponge, and you know, these things are really hard to get absolutely clean. I think you have to clean it directly after you apply your foundation, or let it soak in water and some type of cleaning shampoo solution, whatever, for it to get completely clean. Because this is one of these things where I have researched different ways and tried different YouTube aspects, and it's just like, this thing will not get completely clean. But because it's just going on my face, that's okay for me. When it's a client, I always buy a makeup sponge specifically for that client, and then when I'm done, I just throw it away. I know you like, girl, that's too much money, but the preservation of my client's face is far more valuable than $9. Okay, it's still some in there. It's still some in there. I'm gonna try to get it out as best as possible, but after this round, because I'm gonna tear my sponge a little bit, and it happens when you do too much pressure. But we gotta get that foundation out of there, Jack. Just be as gentle as possible so you don't run into tearing it like I did, and you'll be fine. Yeah, so that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get, because if I do any more, I'm gonna tear my sponge, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, it's still some in there, but it's not as much. These are really hard to clean. And again, if anybody has any way where they know a better way to do this, please let your girl know, and I'll try it out on this channel. Okay, so now that we've got that taken care of, we are going to clean our sink, because let's be clear, there is bacteria. There's bacteria in this sink because we just washed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a sponge. That was cake with stuff, so we're gonna get this sink together. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, so now, what do I want to do? I want to do the conditioner. I think I want to clean the handles. You're gonna go through a lot of paper towels, honey. Let me get you all together. And if that's a problem for you, okay, I don't know what to tell you. But hopefully you use paper towels in your daily cleaning, so this shouldn't be a problem for nobody. So I'm gonna just, oop, see. This my OG, triple OG, so I can't get rid of her. I'm just gonna put some crazy glue on her. We're gonna call it a day. So not too much dirt from her, which is good. But let's see See what my other girls hollering about. Let's try this blush brush. A little bit of residue. And be careful of your bristles. You don't want to get no bleach on those. We'll flip it over because we still got spray on the other side. Not too bad. But I still want to have the comfort of knowing that my brushes are thoroughly clean from bristle to handle. And honestly, I just love the smell of bleach, to be honest with you. It's, oof. Bleach and pine sol. Oh my God. It's old school, but it does the job. So as you can see, between, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, between my, what brush did I just clean? My MAC 133 brush. Between my MAC 133 brush and my Real Techniques contour brush, there was some residue on the handle. Actually, I'm gonna get another piece of paper towel because that's a lot going on that one. Yeah, so there you go. There it is. That's why you want to clean the handles of your brush, because you'll get something like that and then you be looking in your mirror like, who am I and what am I doing? Okay, so now that we've gotten that taken care of, we are going to sanitize my hands. And then I am going to put conditioner on my brushes. So I'm gonna condition the fiber, the hairs, the bristles. I'm gonna condition the bristle of my brushes. So this is the conditioner concoction. I don't know how much water I got in there. I'll say that probably looks like a cup, 2 cups. Blame the FCAT, Florida Comprehensive Aptitude Test. That looks like 2 cups, or maybe 1.5 cups. And I did probably a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of conditioner. Not a lot though. So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna swirl it. We're not worrying about it being saturated. We just want it to make contact. I'm gonna take another paper towel. Y'all gonna get real familiar with paper towels. And I'm gonna kind of absorb some of the concoction because I don't want it to be saturated. I just want it to make contact with the conditioner. And if you have to squeeze it out, that's fine. That's what we're gonna do. Well, yeah, we'll do that. We'll squeeze it out. That makes more sense. I don't know what I was doing with that paper towel. And you will feel the difference in the brushes after you do this. You'll feel the sleekness in the brush because after it's clean, it's like it feels rough. You know how you clean your hair and it gets that squeaky sound, but you can feel how it's kind of rough and clean? Same thing with these brushes. And we don't have to worry about nothing transferring because we just cleaned our brushes, right? The reason why I did the brush handles before I did the bristles is because after this, I just want my brush babies to rest and soak up this spa experience that they're getting. So when I get ready for them to come back in contact and fellowship with my face, it'll be touching and agreeing. Amen. Amen. Okay, now the sponge. So we'll submerge it maybe once or twice, and you'll see how the conditioner sits on top. That's okay. We can squeeze it out. And there's still a little bit of soap in there. That's fine too. You're not gonna get all that soap out of there. Again, if you know a way, please let me know. Mold it back to its original form. And just let it rest. Move this over here. I'm gonna move the towel over to the other side. So. All right. So now we have our brush babies clean, feeling good and refreshed, ready to go. So again, the next time we have a meeting, a come to Jesus, we can touch and agree. We can feel it in our shondo. And then we could go home full and satisfied and joyous. And you just let them rest. Let them do what they do. Boom. Just give my face a little bit. Okay, right here. Thank y'all so much for coming back to my channel. It has been nothing but a pleasure. I hope I taught somebody something. I hope I enlightened somebody to something. And I hope this is beneficial for you moving forward. I forgot to give a shout out in my last video, so I'll give it here. Shout out to Fret Not Productions for being available for me to do this. I cannot tell you how much I'm appreciative of you and your time. So until next time, I just want y'all to be down. Peace.
Run it up, run it up. Got it big, jumping like double dutch. Third coast flow with the double cup. Kid so dope, by the bubble up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Got it big, jumping like double dutch. Third coast flow with the double cup. Kid so dope, by the bubble up.